Hello, this is Matthew from Ottawa Swordplay, and you are watching Considerations for Conditioning in HEMA, Part 1. Hope you enjoy it. At Points North 2019 Longsword, I had the privilege to share these ideas as a workshop. Since I had no handouts to provide people at the workshop, I decided to share these ideas by video. My considerations are not intended to be a scientifically proven approach to HEMA conditioning, although they are based in science. They are not intended to tell you the right way to train for HEMA, but they are a way to train to avoid injury and maximize the physical attributes you bring to swordplay. I'll provide you a few examples of excellent exercises. I'll also hopefully challenge some common ideas I see on HEMA conditioning in Part 2. Where do my considerations come from? First and foremost, they come from my love of this weapons-based martial art we call HEMA. I love it so much that I want to keep doing it well into retirement. How am I going to do that? Avoid injury, stay fit, and continuously improve my skill set. The whole avoid injuries thing is both personal and professional for me. As a HEMA enthusiast, I have seen my training curtailed by various injuries. As a registered physiotherapist in Ontario, I have spent over 25 years helping people rehabilitate from mundane ankle sprains to life-altering injuries. At this point, I am obliged to say that the information provided in this video is not intended to be professional advice. It is my thoughts as a HEMA practitioner influenced by my professional training. If you find this information helpful and are recovering from an injury of some sort, please bring these ideas to your personal healthcare provider and consult with them. One last thing about avoiding injuries. At Ottawa Swordplay, we believe the closest to true swordplay mastery we can get in a modern context is the ability to fence with minimal protective gear at a high intensity without injuring our partner. That takes skill. So what can we do to minimize the chances of developing musculoskeletal injuries as we train for HEMA? I would suggest we need to work on two attributes, stability and tendon toughness. For the sake of this video, I'll define stability as the ability to keep your joints positioned the way they are meant to be. That includes spinal joints and the joints in our limbs, especially shoulders and knees. Spinal joints are stabilized by our core muscles. Core strengthening is not about having a six-pack. The six-pack muscles are a surface layer of muscles and not part of our deeper core. In my opinion, the best place to learn about core muscles is the work of Stuart McGill, a professor at the University of Waterloo. The McGill top 3 exercises should form the basis of all core exercises. 1. The bird dog. 2. The side bridge plank. 3. The McGill curl up. Examples follow. You can also read his books to go much deeper into this subject. For the bird dog, start on hands and knees, lift opposite arm and leg, hold for 10 seconds, and then repeat on the opposite side, and aim to do a total of 10 reps. For the side bridge plank, begin in a side bridge, hold for 10 seconds, then rotate to a plank without allowing your knees to touch the floor, hold for 10 seconds, and then rotate to a plank on the opposite side. This would count as 3 reps. Aim for a total of 11. For the McGill curl-up, lie on your back with your hands in the small of your back and one knee bent and the other leg straight. Begin by lifting your head with your chin tucked, then your elbows, and then the straight leg. Hold for 10 seconds, then relax, and then repeat with head, elbows, and other leg for 10 seconds. Aim to do a total of 60 seconds worth. Our knee joints can be effectively stabilized by one simple but challenging exercise, the single leg squat. The key with these is to ensure that your knee does not move side to side as you squat. If you truly master this, you can move on to the full pistol squat. Our shoulder joints are stabilized by rotator cuff exercises. For HEMA practitioners, I suggest these 3. Number 1, external rotation at 9 degrees of abduction. 2, internal rotation at 9 degrees of abduction. And 3, the empty can. For external rotation at 90 degrees of abduction, hold light weights in your hands, elbows held parallel to the floor, rotate through the shoulder so you lift those weights up, pointing towards the ceiling, and then lower them back. Repeat for 12 to even as many as 25 reps. For internal rotation at 90 degrees of abduction, we're going to repeat the same movement, but we're going to change the force of gravity by lying on our backs. For the empty can, we will stand holding 2 hand weights in a thumb grip. Point your thumbs at the seams of your shorts or workout pants, and then rotate 45 degrees, lifting the weights forward and to the side. Do not lift the weights above shoulder height. Repeat again for 12 to as many as 25 reps. How do we build tendon toughness to avoid repetitive strain injuries? The simple answer is low weight, high reps. I recommend using weights that allow you to do 15 to 25 reps on an exercise to make the tendons tougher. For example, if you want to reduce the chance of getting a medial elbow tendonitis, golfer's elbow, you should complete forearm curls 15 to 25 reps. In part 2 of this video series, I will share my considerations on strength training for performance in HEMA, how our gym routine can complement the technical skills we train. From Marla, Sean, Craig, John, Jacques, and myself, thanks for watching.